Welcome back to gorgeous Grand Rapids, Michigan, right on the river. You can see there as we pan across the skyline. We are here at Belknap Park in the heart of downtown Grand Rapids for the APP Tours Beer City Open, and we have our women's pro doubles gold medal match coming up right now. We have Andrea Koop and Callie Smith on the near end, Lauren Stratman and Sarah Ansboury on the far end. Melody Woodsum is our #1 referee for this match. Bob Swisshelm is our second.
And again, security at this place.
It's true, they let anyone in. I am Lauren McLaughlin, Dominic Catalano, and a very, very special guest who managed to sweet talk her way past security is Miss Lee Whitwell.
Hey, don't blame me for you guys having low standards and poor security.
It's true. I mean, we're not. We're just stating facts.
I'm just saying that, you know, I just upped your street cred right now because I have an accent.
It's very true.
And I speak somewhat intelligently. What is pickleball?
This, of course, is a rematch of our winner bracket final. Andrea Koop and Callie Smith came out on top of that one. So if they win this 2 out of 3 portion, they will be our gold medalists. If Sarah Ansboury and Lauren Stratman win, we will go to a tiebreaker match to 15.
But right now, Koop and Smith all over this early on, up 3-0 in game 1.
So, Dom, what do you think? Lauren and Sarah lost in the main bracket final, right? And they won the first game, lost the next 2. What is a game plan going in for them to be contenders, to battle hard with Andrea and Callie, who have momentum on their side?
Biggest thing right there is not to do that. The last thing you want to be doing is attacking Callie Smith. I think you stay in the dink battle a little longer with Andrea Koop and moving her, though, inside and out. Don't go and get stuck in one spot. Move her inside and out and try and force a mistake. If you can elongate points against them, I think that's where you're going to find your best success. But attacking someone who's stalking their prey like Callie Smith is a little dangerous.
Yeah, no, I feel like Callie, since yesterday, has been trying to, as you said, stalking her prey, right? It's this look in her eyes. It's the way she moves on the court. She's hungry. She wants the ball.
Yeah, she's not smiley like Vivian David, right? And Curran Carr.
No, Vivian David's like total McCheesy out there. And it's so fun to play with her and against her. And it's almost deceptively. Oh, beautiful shot by Lauren right there.
Stratman's working that shot today. She's done it a few times. She's taking a page out of Jocelyn Duvillier's book.
She is. I don't see that. I haven't seen that much in her playbook so far this year for sure. So I like to see, you know, even the pros are adding new things to their arsenal all the time.
But how we talked about yesterday, how Jocelyn was inviting them in the kitchen, and it didn't really work in the men's game. On the women's game, that is a good tactic.
'Great setup by Stratman. She rolled that two-hander almost about 60–70%. So Callie had to block that out of the air, and when she did, she popped it up, and Stratman's there for the put away.
All right, 1-3-2. Sarah Ansboury serving here in game 1 of our women's gold medal match. Really good resets and blocks there from Ansboury and Stratman. Ultimately was not able to handle the offense from Callie Smith on that point.
I tell you, once she sees that green light, it's hard to stop her.
That point right there is why we learn again. We're going to repeat ourselves from earlier. Is why we love women's doubles so much. There's always so much action in women's doubles. It seems like it's always just such a faster game.
And I think when Lauren initiates that attack, you know, she's hungry too, right? And when she initiates the attack, she feels like she's in control for the next couple of balls that are coming her way, and it's a beautiful thing to see.
Lauren looking to the sky going, oh my gosh, I can't believe I missed that.
One, 3, 2. Ooh. Ansboury sends that serve wide. Side out. Callie Smith now serving 3-1-1.
I feel like Ansboury and Stratman worked every corner of that court on that point to win that point or to get the second server.
We've mentioned offense. Stratman's ideal place to live is, you know, the fast game. Little
confusion there.
Got it worked out though.
Wow, it's just an awkward play from the get-go because Andrea Koop's block or reset dropped just over the net and had backspin on it, so forced Stratman to just have to barely touch that over. Couldn't get anything on that. Stratman not very happy over there. She is tossing her paddle down. And that was a frustration shot right there out of her, trying to make something out of nothing, it seemed like.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, I think Callie Smith and Lauren Stratman, like you mentioned, you know, once they get that green light, they're looking to attack. That's where they want to be. That's the shot they want. They're constantly looking for it. And I think every once in a while, you know, it goes awry. Like we just saw Stratman.
Right, but you know, from anyone who's been on the receiving end of Callie and Andrea's pressure, you know, from where we're sitting, you know, it's like, oh, if they reset the ball, if they did certain things, they'd neutralize a point. But it's so hard when you've got so much green light coming at you. They're in attack mode and they're hungry, and they go from an offensive position to an extremely offensive position, which puts your opponents in an extremely defensive position, right? And it's hard to get back into that point. So frustration does creep in from the defensive side.
All right, back from this timeout. 6-1-2. Koop and Smith in control here in game one of this gold medal match. Definitely seeing a little bit of frustration out of Lauren Stratman. She's missed a couple shots she certainly is capable of making.
So Ansboury is anticipating that Stratman's just going to continue on with that point and not expecting her to leave that for her. Ball goes right past her. Ansboury almost reached out her hand to try and catch it. But, you know, if they're going to do anything, got to make some noise here and at the very least get some momentum for that next game. So, you know, it looks like, you know, Stratman and Ansboury are speeding it up at the wrong moments and just a little too much. Andrea Koop, some of absolutely incredible hands. Callie Smith wants that pace. So I think if they get a little more elongated with some points for Stratman and Ansboury, that's going to be in their favor.
Yeah, I think if they settle into the point, right, as you said.
Yep.
And then pull the trigger at the right time. Right now they're feeding into what Callie and Andrea want.
Yep.
Slowing it down will give them time versus forcing the issue.
Koop apologizing to Stratman after she almost took her face off.
She went on a hunting expedition.
It happens. 9-1-2. Wow.
Andrea's on fire.
Yeah. I mean, that ball from Stratman is put away 9.5 times out of 10.
But Andrea's like, these are my home courts.
Exactly.
Yep. And they have a game point here. Game 1 of this gold medal match. That ball is just out, and game 1 does indeed go to Miss Hometown, Andrea Koop, and Callie Smith.
And what
We'll
was interesting, Lauren, in those last couple of points is Andrea's really feeling it, and she sort of took command in those last couple of points, whereas Callie tends to be the aggressor and the more dominant partner in the twosome. In those last couple of points, Andrea definitely asserted herself and was like, "No, I'm here. These are my courts.
Absolutely.
And, the point's mine."
We'll take a quick break here, and we will be right back to the action in game 2. Welcome back. That's actually beautiful Meyer Gardens right there in Grand Rapids, Michigan that we are seeing in this beautiful flyover. But we are currently at Belknap Park, downtown Grand Rapids, Michigan for the APP Tours Beer City Open. Game number 2 of our women's gold medal match. Kicking off right now, Sarah Ansboury and Lauren Stratman on the near end, serving to Andrea Koop and Callie Smith, who took game 1 with a score of 11-1. So let's see if Ansboury and Stratman can make some adjustments here in game 2 and make it a little closer of a game here.
It's almost as powerful as a Lee Whitwell overhead.
There's nothing as powerful.
This is true.
You guys, you're making me blush. But
Stop.
We saw it in California a lot.
But in all seriousness, you guys saw the main bracket match. What did Lauren and Sarah do in the first game to put them into that first game win?
Exactly what we were talking about. We want them to do now is not get into that right there.
They're feeding into.
Yeah.
Yep, it was
Exactly,
slower.
right.
There were much longer rallies.
Yeah, they're feeding right into exactly what Callie wants to do right now. And Andrea is feeding off of Callie. So Andrea is usually more of a reserved. I'll check this up. I'll slow it down, but now.
I liked it. Jay Hall earlier made a great, I liked it very much. You're either in the driver's seat or you're along for the ride. And right now, Koop and Smith, they are driving that car. And unfortunately, Ansboury and Stratman are along for the ride right now. And we'll see if they can change that somehow.
And even the ball, like, okay, they end up with a second server here, but I mean, 2 of those balls from Stratman are putaways.
Right.
They're coming back.
And I tell you, it's nice to see Andrea in control and not be pushed off that line. Right? She's totally feeling that zone. She's totally feeling, you know, her vibe, her game. And she's like, no, I'm not going to back off this line no matter what you do. So we're quickly at a 5-0-2 lead for Koop and Smith here.
All right, we have a timeout here from Sarah Ansboury and Lauren Stratman. And I don't think it's necessarily, oh, let's look at a little game 1 summary stats here.
Yeah, I mean,
Provided by Paddle Tech.
Look at the unforced errors right there. 11-3, Ansboury and Stratman. You know, 9 more than Smith and Koop. I mean, if you have 3 unforced errors, that's a very clean game. Because you're gonna have the unforced errors, but to keep it, you know, 3 and under, that's gonna be very tough to beat someone when they're doing that. Look at the third shot drops from Smith and Koop, where you think they're going to win those firefights, but look at, they're working their way up to the kitchen line with a drop, and then they get into that firefight. So it's not just, we're just going to grip and rip here. We're going to work our way up, and then we'll get into that fight, and we're going to beat you.
I know. I mean, Lee, I don't know what your position is, but are there times you have felt that sometimes the other team is just, they're playing so perfect, it's almost, you feel like there's nothing you can do?
Oh, that's probably the most frustrating position to be in, because it's like you can throw everything at them and they have an answer, no matter what. You're like, here's the kitchen sink. They're like, well, yeah, nice try, you know. And no matter what they do, they have a better answer, and it's.
I mean, that seems to be a little bit what's happening this match. You know, you're looking at that score, 11-1, now up 7-0. It does seem a little bit like Andrea Koop and Callie Smith. They're just dialed in. And, you know, Stratman even said before the timeout, one of her shots was out of desperation.
Right. And it's like, I mean, the best analogy I can give you is like, have you ever had a conversation or an argument with somebody who has this need to be right all the time? That's what they're facing right now. Callie and Andrea have this need to be right the entire time, no matter what. Oh, net cord into the face.
So Sarah's got a cut on her nose. So that ball went right off the bridge of her nose, and she's got a cut, so we'll take a timeout. Now, again, obviously, 100% that's not on purpose. That ball clipped the tape and goes off of her nose. So we're
unfortunately, though, off of Callie Smith's paddle, it's coming fast.
Yeah,
so even off the net, it doesn't slow down much, and unfortunately right into Sarah's nose there, as you can see.
And unfortunately, Sarah had a really good line on that ball. If it hadn't clipped the net, she was right there. But because it clipped the net, her paddle was in the wrong space, so her face was exposed. Right, that's what happened.
I don't think. You know, we have a brief sort of medical timeout. I think Sarah seems good. She's joking and laughing with Byron over there. I think, you know.
I think Byron might have told her, hey, put your paddle up.
You got to protect the face.
Right? That's your moneymaker.
I won't say it, but there's a. Do you know the movie Clueless?
I
Lee?
do.
Very well. Do you know the scene I'm thinking of? It's the PE class.
I am.
There's a reference to the face.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna. If you know it, you know what I'm saying. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
And
it's
if you want
family friendly.
If you want to call Lauren out online to make her reference it perfectly, she will.
All right, so Melody Woodsum just coming over, and the entire crowd over there laughing and joking. So we are in a medical timeout. You know, you can have up to 15 minutes in a medical timeout, but I don't think they'll probably be using that whole amount.
But I'm curious, what's in the box?
I don't, beer? Is it
lot- I think
beer? Or?
there's
What is in that box?
There's a lot of medical supplies in that box. I think,
What's
I think
in the
too
box?
many
Right,
for a
what's-
cut nose.
What's in your
in the
wallet?
That's another great movie reference.
Right? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
I don't think it's that though.
I kind of want to know.
Again,
Someone go find out.
Any
Probably
guesses?
just some
Right.
I think it's some medical supplies.
Any guesses
in all
online? We're
seriousness.
taking a
I know.
poll. You might win a free beer from Perrin Brewery.
Regina Franco and Baby Goldberg are over checking out on Sarah Ansboury.
Did you just call him Baby Goldberg? I love it.
And it is, speaking of Johnny Goldberg,
It's his
it's
birthday.
his birthday today, so
So there were two players in the pro division today that shared the same birthday. It was Johnny Goldberg and Joe Lysing out of Portland.
Oh, really? It's Joy's birthday today,
Joy's
too?
birthday too. They
Okay.
both share the same birthday. One is slightly older than the other, but we won't mention the age difference.
Yeah, we don't need to.
No,
It's clearly Johnny.
clearly by
Have you
far.
seen him?
I mean, seriously.
Are you look? Yeah, you guys are all still watching this, right?
So like, I feel like Callie and Andrea are sending a message right now,
All
guys.
right.
We're ready whenever you are, people.
Yeah. Callie's like, it's just ridiculous right now.
I think I just have to wait for the bleeding to stop. We can't have, blood flying around the court.
Are you a Monty Python fan?
Yes.
It's just a flesh wound.
Just a flesh wound.
My God.
Yep. How many movie references can we pack into this break?
You know? Let's keep them coming. We're going to need a bigger boat.
We're gonna need a bigger boat. Jaws.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
here we go.
Whitwell.
Here we go. Oh, you missed the one. So she had one yesterday. What was it? What was the saying you had yesterday in the match?
Don't get fickle with the pickle.
No.
Can I say that?
No, you had another one.
Was it in regards to a movie?
No, it wasn't. It was something about an easy shot. Something.
Oh, he read him like a first page of a children's book.
Yeah, it's a.
I mean, Jay happened to be there right before the ball was even struck. That guy looks really interested.
That is Mr. Curtis
Curtis, we got to
of
get him to
Paddle
smile.
Tech.
No smiles out of Curtis
No
right
smile.
now.
He's got a Perrin beer. He's got a Perrin beer
Do you know
in
for a
his
fact though?
APP.
It's covered.
I did know.
It's
Look, it says
covered.
Perrin right
Oh,
there.
right there.
I can read.
He's looking at Andrea and he's like, I need to protect my investment.
Exactly. We know who he's rooting for.
And they are.
Oh, Baby Goldberg subbing in for Sarah? No, she's
nope,
not.
nope.
Just a fake out.
All right. Looks like Melody just making sure, checking it out. Got to be by the book when you got those flesh wounds.
Absolutely.
So we are back to it.
And as we're playing this gold medal match, the men are playing the bronze medal match on an adjacent court right now. So our next match will be men's gold.
And then we'll call it a day.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful shot by
Wow.
Lauren Stratman from a very well defended point. They went from offense to defense, straight into offense.
It's got to feel good to come out on top of a rally like that.
Could this medical timeout sway things?
0-9-1 here in game 2 of this gold medal match.
Great job by Sarah. Not only does she reset that, she resets that on an angle. And so it creates just a little bit more of a difficult shot for Callie Smith, who may not have been expecting that block and reset to go to her.
And a lucky net cord right there.
Sarah Ansboury giving a face like, are we serious? I just got hit in the face, guys.
Is it me?
1-2.
Have there been an extraordinary amount of net cords this whole weekend?
Yes.
We were saying that in the last match, Lee. It's just so many.
There's another one. And there's a self-fulfilling prophecy right there.
I mean, 2 in that point alone again.
We definitely needed some stats on how many net balls we got this weekend.
It's
and how it affects the point, right? Because it changes the point. L2 rush there on that shot.
And this will be a match point for Andrea Koop and Callie Smith to head to the gold medal match. Excuse me, this is gold. I'm sorry. I forgot we skipped the bronze. And there it is, gold medalists. I was like, wait a minute, we missed a match? All right, a big congrats to Andrea Koop and Callie Smith, getting the job done, 11-1, 11-1 here in our women's pro doubles gold medal match. A big congrats to Sarah Ansboury and Lauren Stratman. However, coming back after the winner's bracket final loss to Koop and Smith, battling back, and they are our silver medalists, and bronze medal going to Maggie Raminzi and Michelle Esquivel. So a big congrats to all of our ladies here in our pro doubles division. We are going to take a very short break. Dominic will chat with our gold medalists, and then we will be back here on center court for our men's pro doubles gold medal match, and that will be the last match of the day, so don't go anywhere, guys.
It all started